All right, so for my 30 minutes, just know this piece of wisdom, okay, throughout this next 30 minutes. With the information we have at the time, we're making the best possible decisions that we can, okay? So, someone once said that I look like Asian Scarlett Johansson. I did. I just said it. Look, I'm not saying I'm as pretty as her, no, but I did win second place in a baby beauty contest when I was 3, so I was at least as a baby. I see there's a couple of tentative laughs, so you are not. That was very good. Good job. You passed the test. That was the first test in this set. So, yes, I will say girls really like me. They're my main demographic as a babyface person, so I'm just glad there's none here tonight. But I'm Jewish like Scarlett Johansson, okay? I'm Asian and Jewish. I'm a sushi bagel. And I made magnet merch that looks like that, and more people than not have said, that's disgusting. Why are you putting those two together? One of them is here. And I said, fine, that's fine. I just paid $50 for that. No worries. But yeah, you see, I'm Jewish, but Chinese and Jewish, and there's a couple things you should know. Like, I feel like dating is hard for me, okay? I know it's hard for everybody, but I feel like it's hard for me. And I really need to take a lot of dating breaks. And during my dating breaks, well, when I say I'm taking a dating break, I actually mean I'm just doubling down on my fictional character crushes, okay? All right, let's test the room. Hermione Granger? Oh, yeah, nerdy girl, yeah. Okay, how about Jack from the Titanic? He'll drown for you. Yeah, okay, all right. How about Lola the Bunny? Oh. Yeah, okay. When Space Jam came out, a lot more people were like, yeah, Lola the Bunny. Yeah, she's so hot. And I was like, that's a cartoon bunny, okay? And she was so hot they had to change her for the most recent Space Jam movie. And then she just ended up like cute hot, which is a whole nother problem, okay? Like, infantilization is hot. This is an issue. But my main demographic loved it. And yeah, so now that you kind of have revealed your fictional character crush, I will reveal mine, okay? I like Obi-Wan Kenobi from the Star Wars universe. Yeah, I told my friend that, and he said, which one? The young one or the old one? And I said both, okay? Look, I like a zaddy and a grand zaddy. I like an authority figure, okay? He's got the high ground. He knows how to wield a lightsaber, if you know what I'm saying. So, how did I fall in love with Obi-Wan Kenobi? Basically, on one of my dating breaks, I heard about this thing called audio porn. If you're here with family, buckle down. Here we go. So, audio porn is basically just what it sounds like. It's porn, but it's just audio, okay? And it's more story-based. It's geared towards women and femme people, whereas like visual porn is geared more towards masc and men. And I was like, all right, I'll give it a shot. I don't like the regular old visual porn. Let me try the audio porn. And yeah, it's just wild. Like, I was like, okay, let me Google the funniest audio porn that I can think of. All right, Star Wars audio porn. There was a lot. And for everybody, okay? Like, there was Mandalorian audio porn. This guy wears a helmet. It was literally like this. Penetration. Oh yeah, okay, I'm done now. I have to go pick up my kid. He's a single father. And basically, you know, I found Obi-Wan Kenobi audio porn, and let me tell you, I don't really like the graphic stuff. I don't like the stuff where it's like, put it in the hole, cream pie, you know? I'm like, Don't ruin pie for me that way. I like my pie separate from the bedroom, okay? But the Obi-Wan Kenobi audio porn I like, it's like boyfriend pillow talk content. I know. Look, I'm not embarrassed. I kind of have embraced it, and I'll give you a little bit of it now for free because I paid for it, okay? So this is what the Obi-Wan Kenobi boyfriend pillow talk audio porn sounds like. Hello there! Look, I don't have very much time to talk to you because the Jedi Council can't find out we're together. But tell me about your day. He's like responding like I'm saying something. And I'm like, oh my god, he's reading my mind. It's like a Jedi mind trick. Oh, that sounds very difficult. Well, have you heard about this thing called manifesting? And then he mansplains manifesting for 5 minutes. And that's my happy ending, okay? Look, I get off emotionally from that. And, yeah, but what's crazy about this audio porn is it's usually written by a woman, voiceovered by a man, and then it goes into my ears, right? Written by a woman, spoken by a man, into my ears. I'm like, do I just need to cut out the middleman? What is going on? Like, should I just fuck a woman? Like, am I bi? What's going on? Like, and I was like, oh yeah, I date non-binary people, duh, okay. I like the masculine with the feminine. But it actually had me thinking, this is actually the formula to save the world, okay? What we need is we need every single straight man who is angry, right, to have their best woman friend, you know, even coworker, I don't even know, like just a woman that he knows. And she'll just be walking around with a microphone, right? Following him wherever he goes. He has an earpiece. He has to do and say every single thing that she says that he has to do to be a good person. And so now he's going on dates and stuff, and it's working out so well. He's like being a good person. And then every woman wants to fuck him, right? So now you have every straight man in the world just getting f***ed constantly because they're not that anymore. They're good people. And so now they're just constantly getting laid 24/7, and it's just like they don't have time or energy to kill anybody anymore, you know? They're just like, oh, I have to kill someone today? Oh my god, no, I'm too sleepy. I haven't I know, I'm sleepy. I'm gonna go take a nap actually right now. I'm too sleepy. But yeah. So I want to reveal something to you all. I'm asexual. And if you don't know what that is, that means I experience little to no sexual attraction. This is the definition term. And basically, I like to do this thing where my ace is at. Yeah, that's statistically incorrect. Okay. Yeah, 1 to 2% of the population here. Aces is shorthand for asexual. And I think some of you need to go on tumblr.com. Find the right words for yourself. Okay. But yeah, ace people, we are 1 to 2% of the population, and that may not sound like a lot of people, but that's millions of people around the world, right? We're scattered about, you know, we're just like lurking, but not in a creepy way. And I would love it if we had like a yearly retreat, you know, where first off, it would be called Ace Hardware Together. And because Ace Hardware is representation, okay? Every time I see it, I feel seen. And basically, Tim Gunn would be the retreat leader, right? Because he's an iconic Ace person. And it would sound a little bit like this. He would just be like, all right, first on the agenda, we're going to do sound bath, okay? Sound bath people, go make it work, all right? All right, and now over here, goal setting people, go make that work, all right? And then silent retreat people, all right, I'll mouth it for you. All right, make it work, everybody. Okay, look, Tim Gunn, I don't know how relevant he is now. Like, I'm not sure. I told my friends, I was like, oh yeah, I have a Tim Gunn joke that I'm gonna do. And she was like, I don't know him. I actually don't know him. I'm like, Project Runway? And she's like, I don't know. I'm like, you're sounding so straight right now. You need to stop, okay? Going to tumblr.com, how about? But yeah, no, asexual people are technically queer, okay? And how do I know that aces are queer? I don't know, it's my whole personality, okay? That's how I know that we're queer. And so now maybe you understand why dating is hard for me, because, you know, I date men and non-binary people, and look, I tried dating women in my head, and it didn't even work in my head, you know? I just see other women as Catholic sister nuns, you know, and we're all frolicking about, and, you know, they can be sexually into each other, but I'm the one taking it seriously, you know? That's why I'm dressed like this. I'm dressed like a nun. That's purple, okay? And, yeah, you know, I'm just going around and they're like, oh, there's no priests about today. Shall we do something naughty? I'm like praying to Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior? I don't know. I'm Jewish. What is Catholic? I want a cracker. Can I have a cracker? I would like a snack. Thank you. Yes. Yeah, but I just don't really like receive or give signals like sexual ones or whatever. I'd just be so clueless in a comment. But I will admit this, I did experiment with a girl in college, okay? Myself. Look, I spent a good couple years just like single and celibate in college, and I was so single and celibate that I forgot to masturbate. Have you ever done that before? Forgotten to masturbate for a year? No. You
guys are rhetorical.
No, it's rhetorical. Yes, thank you. Very polite. Good job. A+. Yeah, no, I forgot to masturbate for a year. And it's kind of funny because it was like a full calendar year, and New Year's Day like approached, and I wake up and I'm like, what's that thing that people do? I feel like I'm forgetting something. Like, is that thing you do when you're in bed, right, before you sleep? Like, you have a back massager, right? You have a back massager and you put it on your back. You put it on your back. No. You have a cucumber, a well-sized cucumber. You put it in your mouth. You eat it. You eat the cucumber. No. Oh God, what is it? Oh, you get a bunch of coconut oil. Yeah, a bunch of coconut oil. Put it on your hands. Put it in your hair. You put it in your hair. Is that what you do? And then I was like, oh my God, masturbate! That's what I forgot to do. I forgot to diddle myself. Now, I love the word diddling, however you say it, and I really think pedophiles ruined that for us, okay? Like, it's really sad, and I would like to, as a baby-faced person, reclaim the word diddling. So, you are now free to use it as well. Diddle away! But yeah, I found the term asexual in a gay-straight alliance meeting, yes. I walked in as an ally. I was like, yeah, I'm an ally. Yeah, I'm here. Look at my rainbow t-shirt. Yeah, I'm with you, queer people. I'm with you. So I go in and I sit down and I'm like, I'm such a good person. I'm supporting queer people in my life. And then I hear an asexual person in the circle, because of course we're sitting in a circle, of course. And he goes, yeah, I'm asexual, and so I actually experienced libido, so I didn't know that I was asexual. And libido is just like hunger, you know, like I'd feel sexual like urges, and I would like, you know, do myself, but I wouldn't feel like the sexual urges at anybody. Like I wouldn't feel craving. Like it was like if libido's hunger, I wasn't craving a particular cereal, you know. And I was like, oh fuck, is that me? Oh no, oh God, oh Lord, is this what we call a queer crisis? With you? That's the only prop comedy for this. And yeah, I did have a queer crisis, and I was just like, oh my God, I'm just like my wavy hair. What I thought was straight is not straight. Oh God, but maybe you want to hear that I struggled accepting this identity, you know? Like as a woman of color who is hypersexualized in this world, you know, seen as a sexual object. And no, I didn't struggle at all. No, it was really easy. You see, the thing is, like, it's really easy to be asexual because all you have to do is be asexual, and then you are asexual. Yeah, it's just like that. But yeah, no, I feel like a great example of me like experimenting with myself in college was at college parties. So I would get drunk, you know, I used to drink and now I don't anymore, but it used to be fun, okay? Now I go to bed early. And like, basically, I would go to these parties, I would get drunk with everybody else, keg stands, whatever, and then some people say that when you're drunk, you are your truest self, right? Have you heard this before? Yeah. And some people won't even do business with people unless they're drunk. And so here I am drunk, my truest self. Promptly at about midnight 30, I would be like, time to go! All right, and then I go frolic at the quad by myself, just happy as can be, and then I go dive into my bed, and I cuddle with my cat and I fall asleep. Yep, I didn't really like hook up that much. The only thing I was hooking up was my phone to charge it all the time. Yeah. But yeah, no, that's some of my favorite drunk memories is just like frolicking in the quad, like not being unbothered. But I will say with the information that we have at the time, you know, we are making the best possible decisions that we can. She said it again. I did fall in love with a straight white man in high school. Uh-oh, no. Look, I know, like, there are some good ones, okay? There are some good ones, and because of him being a great person, you know, and he showed me what romantic love is and everything like that, but the thing is, I haven't been in love since then, okay? My brain wasn't fully developed when I experienced love, and I haven't experienced romantic love since then. And I'm just truly baffled. I'm like, okay, this is my only reference for what romantic love is. Like, how do you fall in love as an adult? You know, like, what do you got to do? Do you, like, make out to Paramore? Do you, like, watch movies with groups of friends? And then you're all, like, gossiping, like, oh, someone's holding someone's hand. And then you're like, oh, do you, like, go to Noodles and Company and then your parents pick you up Do I need to get my dad from Thailand and my mom from Wisconsin to come pick me up? Is that what will make me fall in love? Like, I don't know. But I do date because I have hope, okay? I think a little hope is good in this day and age. And I'm trying this, there's so many dating techniques I've tried. Let me tell you, God damn it. I bought a book, it says, How Not to Die Alone. And I think I'm still headed in that trajectory. Which is fine. I won't really die alone because I have a cat, okay? Same, exactly. And you know, I tried this dating technique. It's where you don't date your type, right? Okay, have you heard of this? Yeah, some of you have, okay. So my type is like curly hair, right? 6 foot or shorter, and something I can fix about them, okay? Some of us relate. And I was like, okay, not my type. I'm just gonna date everybody that I can, you know, like, and then I started dating non-binary people. I was like, oh, this is fun too, I like this. And then I'm like, here, trying it all out. But I will say I'm very honest on dates, and maybe it's just ruling people out too quickly. Like, I'll just kind of show up and be like, hi, I'm Becca. Yeah, I'm demisexual. Yeah, what is that? Oh, it's a micro-identity within the asexual umbrella. It means that after some time, a strong emotional bond, I can experience sexual attraction, but I've only experienced sexual attraction to 2 people in my life. And I've met many, many people since then, so maybe you'll be lucky. What? Oh, an emotional bond for me? Yeah, you have to act like my parents. Yeah. See, the way that you're distracted and not really paying attention to me right now, that's actually really doing it for me. You see, I'm a middle child, so yeah. Oh, where are you going? Okay, goodbye. Yeah, but I will say attraction is not action, right? So I'm sex favorable. What does that mean? Sex with me is a favor if I'm able. Yes, and most asexual people are sex averse, right? That means they do not want to partake in any sexual activity, and they make really great coworkers. Maybe Sophia's coworker and Sophia has an ace person at their office. There's got to be at least one ace person if there's 10 people. But yeah, so basically, like, they make great coworkers because you just go in there and they don't want to like sleep with you. They don't have any ulterior motives. All they're doing is teams me. No, you have to teams me. Teams me. The meeting. Teams me. I work in an office and I hate teams. Okay. Work with an asexual person would be just like the most boring reality TV show, right? It's not Love Island, it's Teams Island. I hate Teams. Teams is the worst. Okay, but I discovered I don't really care about sex. Okay, like I you know, like it can come, it can go, I don't know. But for me, it's like how most Americans feel about Canada, right? Like I'm not really like hankering to go, you know, it's not like my dream thing that I want to go to there. If my partner really wanted to go and would pay for it, then we could go. But, you know, I'm fine not going there. And if I was guaranteed to be able to touch Justin Trudeau's curly locks, you know, I still wouldn't go, okay? I still probably wouldn't go. It seems like it takes so much work to get there. So many euphemisms. Who would have thought from an asexual person? But yeah, no, I'm actually a miracle of a person. Big statement, okay? I can think to orgasm, yes. How did I find this? Oh, yes. How did I find this out? I was younger and I was reading the book Wicked, you know, and Wicked, the book, is very different from the musical, if you don't know. Like, the musical is like Disney, like, I love you, goodbye, fly, you know, like, all that. But, like, the book is like Grimm's fairy tales. It is gross, like there's bestiality, you know, and I didn't come to that, I did not come to that, but basically, like, I was reading the part where Elphaba and Fiyero are like getting down to it, and I related to Elphaba so much, you know, she's like a green-skinned, othered person, and I was like, I'm the only Asian Jewish woman and unknown queer person to myself in high school, like, I don't know, I feel so different, and I was like, oh, something's happening, and then I was like, oh my god, I'm not even touching anything, something's happening, and then it was just like a sneeze burp, like a snurp, you know, just kind of happened to me, and I don't really use that miracle. I'm sorry. Look, I wish I could give it to anybody, and mostly the women who date straight men. I wish I could give it to you. Look, but you know, the youth is wasted on the young, and the orgasms are wasted on this asexual person. Yeah. I am currently single and celibate, if you didn't realize after I said dating was hard a bajillion times. But I'm pretty happy, not to brag, you know, like, I'm pretty blowjobs free right now. Look, I'm blowjobs free the way that I'm gluten free, okay? It's not gonna kill me to do it, but my joints will probably hurt if I do it, and I don't really want to do that. It's giving brain fog, okay? Gluten. Gluten, all right? Gluten is a boy anyways, you know? He's messing up a lot of people's body chemistry and they don't even know it. Something revealing, I am an asexual person with a tramp stamp. Wow. Yeah. Do you have one too?
No, I don't.
No, just me. Look, okay, I was influenced by 90s to 2000s MTV, okay? And I was 21 when I got it. And look, it's like adding decal flames to a golf cart, right? With a tramp stamp. I'm like, I don't go that fast, but I look pretty cool, okay? Really cool. And I was like, I'm an adult and I can do what I want, right? That was 21-year-old me. So now 29-year-old me is like, I have to get more back tattoos to make it look like this was the plan the whole time. So now I've spent like thousands of dollars just to be like, I know, and still more to come. Just to be like, oh yeah, this the plan the whole time. I look pretty cool, right? Beep beep. But yeah, some people use tattoos for therapy, right? I use therapy for therapy. It's a little bit cheaper, I will tell you. But in therapy, I actually heard about this thing called audio journaling, and I've been using it. Basically, it's exactly what it sounds like. It's like journaling, but it's just audio. And you use your voice notes app and stuff, and then you just like hear it back. It's really cringy at first, but I swear if you try it a couple times, it's, you get used to it, and you're like, oh, I felt really bad on that day? Great. Now I feel better? Okay. Well, am I gonna feel bad again? Probably. Oh, fuck. Okay, great. But when my therapist told me about audio journaling, I was basically like, oh, audio journaling? I actually have something on my phone that's audio that really makes me feel good. He's called Obi-Wan Kenobi. Yeah. Oh, he's not my boyfriend? You're lying. And then she was like, you've done this for 10 years? Oh God, we gotta keep doing this. We gotta keep doing this therapy stuff. And look, I've been going to therapy for 10 years and I still haven't broken this witch's curse! That witch! I swear. I'll get her one day. But yeah, total left turn. So, if I had a stripper name, I think it would be Asexual Deviant. Asexual Deviant, yes. And basically, instead of stripping my clothes, I would just sit, right, up on the stage, watch Survivor, and just yell at the TV. I'd be like, what, you voted him off? He had an idol nullifier! He could have used that shit! Oh my god, a 20 for me? Thank you so much. Oh, it's to get off the stage? Oh, fuck. Okay, well, thank you. I needed that 20. But yeah, no, that's exactly how it would go. But, yeah, I don't know. It's just kind of wild because, I am an asexual person, but I have a lot of, sex jokes, and I talk about a bunch of crazy shit anyways. And I mean, I want to revisit the date a woman thing. Look, ever since high school, when there weren't a lot of queer people out of the closet, I just would casually say, I would just be like, oh yeah, I have a crush on that guy, but I would date a woman one day. Why not? If there was the right woman for me, I would date a woman, and I think I could start to like a woman, if I just start with one woman, Chapel Roan, because everyone likes her, right? And then, no, I really mean, if I just start with one woman, myself, The Woman in Me by Britney Spears, then maybe, the self-love thing is so important, I could just love myself for who I am, Asian and Jewish and asexual and a woman and Obi-Wan Kenobi's girlfriend and, all these different things, and the radical joy just says, fuck you to my haters, right? I don't know, with the information that you give to the people, at the time, then they can make the best possible decisions that they can, I think it's important to be out there and be loud and be yourself so other people can know that that's okay, or at least not to do the way that you're doing it, like I'm doing it, because I can't represent every ace person in the world, everyone's different in their own way, but I will say how me as an ace person, how I see sex. I think sex is really funny, and I see the sexual things everywhere. The sex sells stuff, even our poster. I know it's a little bit of a bait, okay? But look, when I was on the train about a year ago, I saw the "in case of emergency" sign, and I actually read it for the first time after taking the train for 8 years. And then I was like, you know what? In case of emergency, actually in case of great sex, you know? These are great instructions of how to have great sex. And me as an AIDS person who doesn't really particularly want to have sex all the time, I will tell you, this is great instructions of how you can have great sex, okay? And so yes, in case of great sex, the sign goes like this. It says, listen for instructions, right? Look, I don't know what you like, you don't know what I like. What if we just tell each other? How about that? And then maybe it'll actually be good, who knows? Remain on train, do not open side doors. Let's get into that a little bit. You're in there, stick to the plan, okay? Stick to the plan. Do not open that side door, kink. I didn't tell you it was okay to go in my side door. No, my side door is my butt, my butthole. Side door kink. No, we didn't talk about that, okay? And then move to another car if your immediate safety is threatened. Look, you have to leave that toxic ex. I know you don't want to hear it, but your blood might be pumping. You might be like, oh my God, like maybe I should stay in this burning train car. It's like, no, you gotta leave. You have to leave, okay? Exit as instructed. When it's done, okay? And then the last one is just for me. Danger, high voltage at track level. I will shock you, okay? But yeah, that's been my time. Thank you so much.